Guys, real quick, I want to talk to you about scams. With everything going on in the world right now, COVID-19, everything else, we're seeing all kinds of scams from toilet paper to the auto industry. I've gotten a lot of calls here over the last week about people saying, well, this dealership said they'd do that. This dealership would say they would do that. And after I get to talking with my customers, they're scamming them. I don't care what industry you're in, whether it be retail, whether it be healthcare, whatever. Humans take advantage of other humans in these times of crisis. So, you know, this is not a sales pitch by no means, and I'm not saying that you have to come buy a car or whatever from me. Full disclosure, I am a car salesman, but what I do want to offer you is if you're in the market, and I don't care where you're at, I don't care if you're in California, New York, Florida, or somewhere in between. If you're looking at buying a car and they won't disclose the bottom line, I mean, literally every single penny, tell you to the penny what your bottom line is. If they try to say, well, this is the cash price versus this is the finance price, the price is the price. Even if they won't disclose what the rate is. If you hear a salesman say, "I don't know what your rate is," and I just don't know, that should be a huge red flag. Even if you call me, I'm going to tell you, I'm not licensed in the state of Kentucky to discuss rate, but I will get you in the hands of a finance manager. Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to have one of them call you, just simply because that's their job, to make sure they get you the best rate and to make banks fight over you. But if you contact a car lot and they're not willing to disclose that bottom line, they're not willing to go over that rate, or at least let you talk to someone that can, huge red flag. If you go to a car lot and that you call them up and say, hey, you've got this 2015 Ford Focus, and they tell you, well, here's the price, and then you get to the car lot and you go back there to finance. Now, of course, this is if you're not adding warranties or gap or any of that. Before that, if the price changes from your salesman to the finance manager, and you haven't bought any extra product in the back through him, and the price suddenly changes, red flag. Your salesman should disclose every single penny, every single detail. If you're looking on websites at car lots and there's not a description there telling you everything that the car lot knows. I mean, granted, hey, look, we're not Superman and we don't have a crystal ball that we can look in, especially on used vehicles. At my lot where I work, we have technicians that are certified that go over them. If they need brakes, we replace them, tires, oil changes, transmission flushes. And if there's any major mechanical things that we can see, hear, or feel that's wrong, we repair it before it goes on the lot. But can we, laser x-ray vision the transmission of the motor? No. And that's exactly what I'm going to tell you if you're looking at a used vehicle. We're going to go over the description. I'm going to tell you everything that I know that's wrong with it due to what my mechanics have said. I'm even going to drive it before you come to look at it. And I've done it many times. I've had a customer want to come in and look at a used vehicle or an as-is vehicle, and I've went and driven it, and I've called them back and before they even got there, which this is going to sound crazy, and I've told them, you don't want that vehicle. The last thing I want in this world is for a single mother, or anyone really, to come in and put down money, their hard-earned money that they've worked for, they've saved, and they've got these plans. They need a vehicle. No, 99% of people that come to a car lot aren't coming there just for fun, right? No one goes to a car lot for fun. You come there because you're trying to solve a problem. And for the salesman to take advantage of that situation, to take advantage of your crisis, because you're in a moment of crisis. You need a vehicle for one reason. Whether you don't have one, yours is broke down, it's getting up in age, you're afraid it's going to break down. There's some reason why you're there. So, guys, just be cautious with the scams that are out there right now. Because apparently they're all over the country. I've gotten a crazy amount of calls. And I want to extend that again to you. I'm not saying you have to buy from me. All I'm saying is, if you know, look, shoot me a message, shoot me a DM down here, and ask me a question. I'm happy to answer it. I've been in the car industry for a little while now. I've learned a few things. I still got a whole lot to learn. But and if I don't know the answer to your question, I'm surrounded by professionals that have been in the business 20, 30, 40 years. Some of these guys have been in the car industry since they were kids. If I can't answer your question, I will ask somebody that does, and then I'll more than happy to give you the answer that I get. And is it the right one? I don't know, you know, but just please don't let your moment of crisis, the sense of urgency, have you make a wrong decision or get taken advantage of. The last thing I want in this world is for someone, this light's bright, is for someone to get it taken advantage of, and their hard-earned money to not go to the purpose they need it for. So once again, just please be careful. Make sure that the dealerships disclose the price. If they're unwilling, or at least to disclose rate, or to at least get you in contact with someone that will, man, that's a red flag. So this is going to sound crazy, but if your car salesman's not willing to be upfront and honest and act like he cares about you, give me a call. If you have any questions and they're not willing to answer them, or you're second guessing making a move, shoot me a message. I'm just here to help. And I just want to make sure people get taken care of. I love everybody. I really try to take great care of my customers. People, if I've had people that come in with real bad credit, and they're not able to buy, I sit down with them. If it's due to income, let me try to help find you a better job. If it's just you've destroyed your credit and you're trying to rebuild, hey, let me help you put together a 6-month, a year-long plan to rebuild your credit to where you can come back in and get the vehicle that you need, you want, whatever. There's a reason. My nickname's Big Joe, and they say I'm not your average car guy. And there's a reason why I have that name, is because I'm not your average car guy. I'm not here I don't want to be your car salesman. I want to be your consultant. People don't need a salesman. They need someone that will consult them. They need someone that will answer their questions honestly and straightforward. Just be straight with people. That's what, in my short time in the car industry, that's what I've come to learn, is that people want that consultant. They want that person they can trust. They want a consultant that can become a lifelong friend. And they know that they can trust to send their friends and their family to. So guys, once again, watch out for the scams. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to shoot me a direct message. My phone number's in my bio. Go check it out if you want to call me. Always here for you. Any questions you have, any concerns you have when it comes to buying, leasing, selling your car, give me a shout. This is Big Joe. I love every single one of you. Have a blessed night. Once again, I'm always here for you. Later, guys.